Hey guys, Elle here. This is not a product review. This is going to be a review in response to something that I saw on YouTube, and I know I'm kind of getting away from the focus of my channel this week, but someone tweeted this video to me and I cannot respond, not respond to it, because I watched the video and literally I was worn out by watching this video. I was like, word, okay. So I just had to do a response. And before I even start my response, I would like to say this is my public declaration. So I don't want to see any comments talking about some natural Nazi, high and mighty, natural shea butter, loving, kokum butter, finding, tree nut hugging, anything in my comments, because that is not me. There's nothing wrong with getting a relaxer. If you want to relax your hair, if you want to texturize your hair, if you want to put a weave in your hair, if you want to wear a wig, fine. I've worn wigs in my other videos when I was protective styling, so I don't want to hear it. I don't. Nothing. Positivity. Love. Anyway, so I'm sure you guys have all seen the Sesame Street video, I Love My Hair. And I know a lot of women have commented on it and said it's great and it's positive. And me, for one, I thought it was lovely. And if you know me in real life or, on the internet, you know that I love to be a hater. So if I thought it was positive, it was positive. So then I see this response to it. And this dude basically gets on YouTube and says that the video was a jab to black people because basically Sesame Street was saying that only black people have issues with their hair, and he thought that all races should have been portrayed in the video because all women can have insecurity with their hair. Okay, now this is a valid point. All women do have insecurities with their hair. Whether it be, they don't like their curly hair, they want blonde hair, or their hair isn't long enough, their hair is too thin, etc., etc. But at the same time, number one, the video was aimed at children. It was not aimed to grown women. And I think that black children, black girls, have more issues that have been perpetuated throughout the years because of society with their hair. I was watching Tyra, and I know Tyra, right guys? And there was this little girl on there, and she actually hated her natural hair, and she said that she felt prettier when she put her Hannah Montana wig on. And this wig was it was long and blonde, but it was tangled and matted. And she wasn't even putting it all the way on her head. She was flopping it on top of her head like Cousin It. And she was like, now I'm pretty. And I was like, oh girl. If that's what you think is pretty, that's a major issue that your parents need to address. Because I was just like, wow. So it was really sad for me to see that. And little girls do have that perception of their hair a lot of the time. I started getting relaxers when I was 5 years old. And no one can tell me that I hated my natural texture because I didn't even know what it was. But I did think that in order to do your hair, go out in public and look presentable and all that, you had to have your hair as straight as possible. You had to have a relaxer, you had a flat iron or a curling iron, So that's what I thought until not even that long ago. And to this day, my mother still is baby, I like your hair, but I can't not get a relaxer because I need to be cute. And I was like, what, Mom? So you're saying we're not cute? Okay, I see you, Mom. But yeah, it's just a little bit different when you're looking at it as a black female rather than someone of another race. So I thought it was incredibly ignorant for him to say something like that. It's just, maybe it's something that men don't really understand. But I don't know why he said that. I don't know. I felt like maybe he was reaching for some kind of negativity in the video that many people don't think was present. If you look at the story to the video, the man who created, you know, the whole like Muppet and the song and the skit, was a white man, and I think him and his wife adopted a black child, and she felt insecure because her hair wasn't like her dolls, like long, blonde, straight. So, you know, this troubled him to see his daughter upset about this. So he contacted some people, learned how to care for her hair, and really wanted to let her know, you know, she can wear her hair natural. Like, she doesn't need to have straight hair to be pretty. And I thought that that was a very positive story, and I think that more parents need to convey that message to their children. But then, I actually took notes. He says some other things in the video that I gave like major side eyes to, just in addition to his overall perception of the video that I thought was very outlandish and reaching very far to a dark place that it didn't need to be. So then he said that so women aren't supposed to get relaxers, like women are supposed to walk around with their hair nappy, not shampooing their hair because they don't use chemicals. Every time like someone says something about chemicals and they're like talking about shampoo or conditioner, a little part of me dies inside. I'm like, oh. I feel like so dramatic over it because I'm like, seriously? Come on. Okay, so yes, there are chemicals in shampoo, but the chemicals are not the same thing as the chemicals in a relaxer, texturizer, silkener, softener, or whatever you want to call it. It's just completely different. Those chemicals and the things I just listed are formulated to alter the keratin structure of your hair and basically take away or lessen your curl pattern. Chemicals are everywhere. I'm sure you know the chemical in shampoo, the chemicals in conditioner basically can equate to water being a chemical. The air we breathe is a chemical. Basically everything is a chemical, but it's not the same thing. It's not altering the chemical structure of your hair. If you get a chemistry book and you look up the structure of hair, the chemistry book usually they're made for cosmetologists, yeah, that's how you pronounce it, or hair, you know, stylists, and it'll tell you what these chemicals are doing to people's hair, so they know, you know, not to mess up people's hair when they do. And it's just completely different. So that point is very invalid. So every time someone says that, I'm like, yeesh, I just want to put up a Michael Jackson gift for him. Then he said not everyone was blessed with good hair and they needed to do something with their hair. Okay. I don't like the good hair, bad hair argument. I think that it's so played out. Like, seriously, like, good hair, bad hair, so 90s. It's like almost 2011. Like, we really need to get off that one because this is ridiculous. Like, if you care for your hair, you know, wash it, condition it, like moisturize it, do whatever to it, and your hair isn't dry, brittle, breaking, I would say that you have good hair. So I am so tired of that argument, and I don't know who came up with that one, but it needs to go. I'm so over it. I'm so over that one. But the last thing he said that really, like, I almost fell off my couch when I heard this one, when he said that maybe, you know, you can wear your hair natural. First of all, he said it was a bandwagon. I'm not going to completely disagree with that. It's not a bandwagon for me. I actually went natural because I wanted to wear my hair like big and curly. So it doesn't really have a lot to do with like, oh my god, like I love myself now, because I loved myself before. But anyway, I digress. He said like maybe if they're like trying to be African, or if you go to Africa, like coming to America with some juices and berries, you can have natural hair. Okay, first of all, if you go to Africa, darling, most of the women there, or many of the women there, I'm not going to say most, have embraced Western culture, so they're also getting relaxers and wearing weaves, getting extensions, things like that. So I don't know like what you expect to find when you go to Africa. If you think like everyone's going to be wearing dashikis and sporting big afros and huge like braids, intricate like braided hairstyles, but that's probably not going to happen. So you might be a little disappointed with that one. But yeah, it was just like, I saw this video and I was just like, what is this guy talking about? And I really don't understand why men always feel the need to comment on a woman's hair. Like, no one asked you. No one. They were talking to little girls in that video. Are you a little girl? No. Just unnecessary. I just thought, and let me put it down right now that says like, I love the video, so I just didn't think it was necessary for that response. And if you're going to have a response and criticize something, at least have it backed up by facts rather than ignorant perceptions. But that's really all I have to say. My subbies, I love you, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.